No more Hyundai. I finally get back into a real Japanese car. Because, you know, who wants their homies rolling in a Hyundai?
What you think? I'm gonna let you roll in a Hyundai?
Alright, we're here at Moore. Got Ish with me. We're excited. I've yet to hear this car even start yet, so I gotta go inside to pay. Hey man, what do you think of this Velociraptor? Oh, they're about to do a run.
I need to make more money.
They're about to do a run. Here, keep going. It's exciting. What do you think?
I want that truck.
You want some truck?
Here,
Yeah.
it's like hard to see this. And one of these caddies.
Yeah, right.
How are you gonna get up though?
He's moving the truck. Oh wait, is it about to get started right now?
Huh?
The truck?
Is this the customer
It smells like, dang, I need this. See this. Woo!
Watch out.
Hey, does that smell like freedom? Cam's downpipe test pipe. Here we go. Dude, this thing sounds nasty, bro. Oh gosh. My God. I'm so dude, seriously. Thank you for all the work and dealing with me on the phone. The first official drive. I am low-key terrified because I've never driven a Cam's car. Oh my God, this is so good. Now I gotta remember, I'm in a lowered car again. Oh, don't scrape. Okay, we're good. Here we go. First actual pull. Oh, yes. Woo! Yeah, baby, that is nice. Oh, that is so aggressive. It's like a diesel truck, but way, way meaner.
It's even worse to follow you now.
Why?
It smells terrible.
I don't care what you say. That is the sound of a really dope cold start. So, I'm gonna apologize now if the video is real shaky. It's because the cam in this car is actually shaking the car. I feel like a kid in the candy store in this thing, and it's like... But now it's time to get into the nitty-gritty of what has actually happened to this car. This car now has a different exhaust as far as the downpipe goes. We originally had bought a Megan Racing one. We found out that it actually wouldn't mate up to our turbo manifolds and all that stuff. So we went with a different one. We ordered a different one, and it sounds amazing because it's not coloring the sound of the car much at all. We also have a Megan Racing test pipe. They did keep that one because it did bolt up correctly. It does fit nice, and it's actually helping keep some of that higher pitch whine sound that sometimes you get from turbo back exhausts from happening, which makes this car a little bit easier to drive, makes it nicer to drive for me. So I'm definitely happy with that. We also have GSC S2 cams in the car now. So in addition to everything else that's been done to this car, those cams are really what's making the difference. They added a ton of torque, but it is impressive how much torque was added because of those cams, and you can feel it when you drive. It is a noticeable difference when you drive the car. In addition to that, we also did a bunch of repairs. We have now got a Mishimoto radiator and fan. Fortunately, my OEM radiator actually had a crack in it, so we had to go and buy a Mishimoto, which some people were like, oh, be careful, you know, those things can overheat sometimes if you're not moving. Honestly, I was stuck in traffic yesterday trying to get this thing home, and I had no problems. So I'm all right with this, and it looks amazing in the engine bay. It's nice, shiny, clean Mishimoto radiator. Also, we had to replace our fuel pump because unfortunately I found out the hard way that some fuel, I'm not going to put any names out there, are not good for the fuel pump I was running. It actually ended up killing it, which is why it was false starting and fuel cutting and things like that. He wasn't able to get all the fuel up and out of it like it should have because it couldn't maintain pressure. So we have a Dietz Works 300 milliliter in there now. Unfortunately, this power band only got us up to 370 horsepower. To which I know many people are going, bro, this thing should have like 500 by now. What is the deal? And the reality is, we believe it's the turbo. The big old beautiful fat boy turbo is actually what is now the reason why this car can't get more power. The reason for that is the actual shape of the turbo. It's not shaped like a normal turbo. Instead, air comes in and goes off of a wall and then around the turbo instead of just flowing straight through like it should. So yeah, we need a new turbo, which sucks because turbos aren't cheap. And the one turbo that I am looking at is in fact an FP Black journal bearing. It is rebuildable. They're a bit cheaper than ball bearing turbos. There's a whole story behind that. But the bottom line is eventually we will plan on getting one of those. Also, I do need to fix a CV axle, specifically the front passenger side. It's a little bit of play in it, which makes for some sketchy braking and sometimes sketchy acceleration, but otherwise, this thing is nice. You guys saw my initial reaction yesterday. Now that I've put 100 miles in, it's time to show you what it really feels like. That lope is so good. I'm gonna first gear this thing. Y'all ready for this? Here we go. First gear, power in. Yeah! Oh, that's so good. The torque is awesome. I'm gonna do that one more time, but this time from second gear up to probably, I don't know how many miles per hour. I'm having too much fun. Woo! I wish I could explain to y'all how good that sounds and how good it feels. Because that, my friends, I need to be alone right now. Downshifting is a lot easier with these cams in it. I don't know why, it just is that way. It's not that I got better at driving manual over 2 weeks where I wasn't driving a manual. It's just, it downshifts smoother now. I took my dad for a ride last night and he was even like, yeah, everything that's been done, it just feels like this car has really been brought back together, made polished, and sounds really nicely tuned and all that. So who knows? We might make him a believer in the tuner car world after all. I will say, because it is straight pipe now, that I know that I smell horribly. I'm very leery about being around police officers right now because I know for a fact that I smell horrendous with the straight pipe exhaust on there. But you gotta admit, it sounds so good. And just feeling that pulsing vibration through the whole car is amazing. Thing is, with these cans in this car now, I love everything about it except for one thing. I hit boost even later now. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just means I gotta rev up to the sky's limit in order to make sure I get all the boost out of it. Oh my gosh. My face hurts from smiling so much. This is one step closer to where the dream was. I've been dreaming about building a car like this since I was a kid. And my dream outlook for this car, I'm getting so close now. Like, now that I'm actually starting to taste what the power is going to be like and all of the fun things about this car and everything else and what it does for people when they get to see it or hear it or drive in it. It's touching, man. Because like, I'm getting to that place where I'm almost there and I'm seeing the mountaintop get closer and closer. a beautiful feeling. It's that sense of accomplishment that only comes through literal hard work and just busting your tail to try and produce the best result that you've always sought after. It's gonna sound hecka cliche. I know we're still a small channel and all that, but for those of you who watch this consistently, don't give up on what your dreams are. Don't ever lose sight of the goal, because if you do, you could miss out on that mountaintop experience that you sought for yourself, or go for that. Man, I look at this and I gotta thank Ishmael and everyone else that was involved with this car, but specifically Ishmael, because he is probably one of the key reasons why I didn't sell this car. Why, whenever everything fell apart with the transmission and the turbo blowing and everything else, he's the reason why I kept the car. So shout outs to you, homie. You go have fun in California. As much as I love this car the way that it is, we're not done. We're not even close to being done. I want to thank everybody that helped us out with this project, whether it was dialing suspension, getting parts for our engine block, or even just helping me get this thing around. Everything has added up to this, and I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping me realize a dream and to continue to realize that dream. With all of that said, I also want to say thank you for watching, for being subscribers, for checking out our content on a weekly basis. We do have this show and also our podcasts that come out every single week. So hope that you guys will stick around for those things and to stay tuned for other builds, because even though this guy's almost done, it's time to add another car to this channel. I hope you guys stick around for whatever that turns out to be. Otherwise, God bless you guys. I will see you on another episode. Peace.